What is up, my friends? How's it going? Matt Hall here, coming to you guys with another late night video to share with you guys how we signed up 954 people into our network marketing company in the last 30 days. First of all, let me just get this out there. No, I did not personally sign up 954 people, although I think that's probably possible, and I'm gonna make that my goal to do that someday. But this was our team production, and this was a new record for our team, which we were super excited about. And I wanna share with you kind of what has led us to create the success and create the duplication that we're having in our business. And one of the reasons why I'm doing this video is I remember when I got started in network marketing, one, I didn't really have clear expectations of what it would take to get to a level where we were seeing massive duplication and seeing a lot of people come into our business. And I also, I mostly was taught concepts and principles, and I always wondered, like, oh, what would it be like to look into the virtual office of a bunch of different top earners? How cool would that be to see what their structure is, how many people are coming in, how the commissions are being paid out and everything like that. And I'm not gonna go that level of transparency yet, maybe someday, but if I logged into my virtual office, I'd also be showing you the private business of thousands of people who are on our team. So that's kind of not cool, right? But I do want to share with you quite a bit of transparency and share with you guys some numbers and show how much do we really make. And so this year I actually started doing income reports on my blog, mattmindset.com, where I'm breaking down each month how much we've personally made financially in our network marketing business, how many people we're signing up, and how we're signing up these people. All of that kind of information I'm sharing in my new goals reports, which I've officially now reported on every month for the last, for the first half of the year. I didn't actually report every single month, but I've caught up. So one thing that I think is important is control expectation, right? If you're new into network marketing, I just want you to know that this is not going to be a fast process for you, and I hope that you're committed to the long term and you're getting involved in your company, regardless of how long it's going to take you to get to the level of success that you want to get to. It's so important and powerful to have a strong intention for what you want to accomplish and to set big goals, but then also to not be super attached to that timeline, because it might take you longer, you might get there faster, right? So typically though, just to kind of share with you what I've seen as I've in my team and as I've interviewed, probably 100 people in dozens of different network marketing companies for my membership and for different projects over the last couple of years. Really, for you to make $100 a month in network marketing, you can do that by signing up a couple people per month, a few people per month, right? Depending on your company, if you have like a fast start bonus, what kind of kit people are signing up with. It's pretty easy to get to $100, $200 a month, $300 a month, right? If you want to get to hundreds of dollars a month, like high hundreds, you're probably looking at having dozens and dozens of people on your team. If you want to make $1,000 to $5,000 per month, you're probably going to have hundreds, if not low thousands of people on your team, okay? And if you want to make tens of thousands of dollars per month, you're going to have probably upper thousands of, like thousands of people on your team, if not tens of thousands, okay? So this is a business that's going to take you some time for you to get to tens of thousands. Now, are there exceptions to that rule? Absolutely. There's some companies where they have a $500 or $5,000, $10,000 entry point where the commissions are larger up front, and so there's high ticket, there's low ticket companies, there's different. Everything, it's all different. But just for you to know that for you to earn tens of thousands of dollars in network marketing, you're probably going to be impacting thousands of people, right? And so it's important for you to have that expectation. For us, to get to you can see all the specifics of where we're at in our business, but for us to get to where we're at, we've actually had to sign up way more than the average person to get to where we're at, our level of income. We've signed up about 350 customers / business builders over the last 5 years in our business, okay? And that's actually more than our upline, who's the top earner in our company, I'm pretty sure. So I'm not saying that that's what it's going to be, but there's no set number, right? Where you enroll this number of people and this is the result. It's all subjective, right? But I thought I'd be kind of transparent with you guys. So a couple numbers, and then I'll share some more concepts with you guys. So we had 954 people join our team last month. Of those new enrollments, okay, we had 508 people who actually, not of those, we had 508 people who actually recruited somebody last month on our team. So 508 people recruited at least one person. And the top enroller on our team for last month enrolled 11 people, okay? Usually it's actually more than that. It's funny that the month that we had the most enrollments to date in our business, we had one of the lowest top enrollment numbers for somebody on our team. So, but there was somebody who did 11, and then there were people who did 10 and 9 and 8, right? But 508 different people signed up, at least one person, to help us reach this number of 954 new signups on the team, okay? This has been a pretty big explosion in our business. The last couple of years, we've had 200, 300 people per month coming into our business, but the last 5, 6, 7 months, we've seen big numbers go up where we're going up like 100 or more every single month, which has been super exciting, okay? And so I made the disclaimer that you need to be committed to the long term to this business model. It's not going to be an overnight thing. At the same time, you shouldn't ever compare. It kind of bothers me when people play this comparison game because there's no way to really do it effectively, right? We had 5 people on our team this last month who hit a rank their 3rd month in the business that it took us a year to reach, okay? So we're helping people grow a lot faster than we did ourselves, right? And there's some people who are on our team who are gonna maybe take 10 years to get to the level that we're at. So there's just no way to really guarantee and say, hey, you sign up this number of people, you're gonna get this result in this business. You need to be committed to the process, right? Network marketing mastery, which is what I talk about in my podcast, Network Marketing Mastery. Mastery is about the process. You need to master skills and the process of success, right? Success is about the process. It's not about results. So you can set as many goals as you want. We're going to reach this level of income this year. We're going to reach this level of recruitment this year, or whatever it is. But really, it's the processes behind those goals that are actually going to determine whether you get there or not. So the result goal itself isn't. It's important to inspire you and to motivate you and to build your belief, but the part that you should be focused on the day-to-day is the process, right? So I wanted to share with you some process concepts and ideas to hopefully help you have more success in your network marketing business, okay? So the first concept I want to share with you is you can never stop producing, right? You yourself can never be the lifeguard observing your team or the cheerleader, go, go, go. If you want to build a massive team, you need to be in the trenches with your team, leading by example, okay? We've gone through phases of management mode in our business. It's, I can attribute the biggest plateau that we had in our business. I can look back and I can really attribute it to several things, but one of the things was kind of getting into this management mode where we felt like we were I felt like we were producing less and mostly just managing other people, helping other people launch their business. And once we got into production mode and said, okay, we are going to become good recruiters again. We're going to learn social media. We're going to learn online marketing. We're going to learn in person, how to do events, how to schedule events from events, how to do incentives. All of these things attributed, learning these new skills that we didn't know when we got started is what helped us break through and get to the level that we're at today, which, by the way, we haven't arrived yet. This year, we're on track to make multiple 6 figures, but we're not $1 million earners yet, right? So we've got a long way to go in our development, and I feel like we're just getting started. And so part of the reason why I've created this brand and this YouTube channel or wherever your podcast, wherever you're listening to this or watching this, is to kind of document this journey, right? And so that's why I've felt that bringing even more transparency into this process would only be of benefit to you guys, right? Okay, so never stop producing. Create a culture of production. Create a culture of having a sense of urgency, but also having this commitment to the long term. If people on your team are only on your team in your business because they want to make money, it's very, very unlikely that you're going to see sustainable growth over years, okay? Maybe you can get some quick growth, it's a boom, but if you don't have a strong product focus, if there's not loyalty to your product, if there's not loyalty to the community that you're building where people feel like they're a part of something that's bigger than themselves, if you're not creating, recognition and emotional revenue, if people don't feel like they're making an impact in other people's lives, they're not going to stick around, right? That's what helps you get over the fear of talking to people is the knowledge that you're going to impact somebody's life in a positive way with the product that you're representing, or the service, or the opportunity, right? But these things are all part of creating a culture of retention, right? One of the things that I'm most proud of in our business is, even though we don't have tens of thousands of people in our business yet, we only have thousands, we have incredible retention, which has made our income very stable, and set it up to where it can just keep growing more and more, because we're not losing 30, 40, 50, 60% of people every single month. No, we're retaining 60, 70% of customers who continue to buy month in and month out. And so that's one of the biggest things you can do to get to these kind of numbers and keep people motivated and progressing and moving, right? Okay, so I wanted to share with you kind of a process. And as you're getting started in your business, and maybe you were already started and you're further down, hopefully this will still be a benefit for you, but there's really three different ways of, or three different categories that I thought up to really teach your team to keep production and duplication happening in your business. So I've written those down right here. So when somebody first gets started in your business, you should have some way for them to expose your products to what we call the hot market, which is the people that they're the very closest to, the people where if the car broke down on the highway, they'd feel comfortable calling these people to come and help them out, right? So that's the hot market. You need to have an approach. If you don't have an approach for how a new person coming in can reach out to their hot market in a way that doesn't create resistance and scare them away, I recommend that you go to mattmindset.com/5, I believe it is. It was episode 5 of my podcast where I talk about the hot market approach, and a really great simple strategy that anybody can do when they're starting to approach their hot market and get some sales, get some results day one in their business, okay? You should, when you're launching a new builder, on their first or second day of business at the very latest, they should already be getting sales to create that momentum, to get that sense of urgency pumping. So it's not like, oh, invite 10 people to the event that's happening on, February 14th. That'd be a terrible day to do an event. But you know what I mean, right? And so you want to get people moving quickly and get them a result quickly. That's one of the best things, and the best way to do that is through the hot market approach, okay? Then you want to have a strategy. How is it that people, what's your system? What's your way that people on your team are reaching out to their warm market and creating an active candidate list, which is continually growing your warm market, right? These are offline strategies that are so important. Even if you want to, like me, build your business almost exclusively online, I still highly, highly recommend that you have these offline strategies, because they're going to duplicate even I won't say faster or more effectively, but there's a lot of people who they're not willing to do the online stuff. They're going to want to just do normal offline activities like events and inviting and one-on-ones and things like that. And so have a strategy in place for them. Now, chances are your company has a system for these things that I'm talking about here. I hope that your company has training. If not, then you can plug into some of my free training on the Network Marketing Mastery podcast. But you should have training that you can duplicate down into your team for each one of these aspects. So when somebody gets started, how are you helping them approach their hot market? How are they approaching their warm market? They make their list. What is the approach? What's the invite? What's the hook to get people interested in learning more? And where does that presentation of the products or the opportunity come into play? Is it a video that's sent? Is it inviting them to a home event? Is it a home party? Or is it a hotel event, or whatever it is? Is it a three-way call? What is your system that you've put in place to create consistency in the method of operation so that you can duplicate that down so that you can get to these kind of numbers, right? These kind of numbers, it's all about systemizing the process of exposure, right? Of exposing and conversion. So how are you exposing new people to the opportunity, through those who are getting started? And then how are you converting those people? What's your process? Then you've got your online strategies, which is this is a blueprint that I teach in my membership, where I've documented how we've signed up over 250 people online now that we've signed up just in the last couple of years through online strategies. these are the three phases that I walk people through. So controllable strategies, these are the actions that you can take today and you can see a response today. So it's you actively reaching out to your friends on Facebook or Instagram, or maybe it's you doing a Facebook Live, or maybe it's something that you can control on the spot to an extent, at least at least not the reaction that you get, but that you will get a reaction, right? There's things that you can do in one day where you can get a response that same day of some kind, right? Things like DMing people, private messaging people, you know, even posting, doing lives, an Instagram Live or a Facebook Live, right? Now you need to have a strategy for how you approach these activities online. The vast majority of people who are building their business using social media, they are turning off people. They're making your company look bad, okay? They're doing things in a way that repels people, right? Where it's, hey, I just joined this company, buy this product, right? And it's like, buy this product, why? Why? For you? So that you can make a commission? No, that's not a good reason to buy a product, right? So how is value being taught? How is curiosity being incited? How are you bringing value in a way where people are wanting to reach out to you? This should be taught in the first week that somebody gets started, so that they don't burn their social media market out the gate. One of the things that I see people do is they create these over promotional posts. They're at the very beginning of their business where they're saying, hey, join my team, here's my link, or check out this product, here's the picture of the bottle, right? And Facebook is so intelligent, guys. Facebook, Instagram as well now has these capabilities where Facebook can see if your post is promotional by the content, right? Automatically, the algorithm can tell if something is promotional or not, right? And so if it's promotional, they're just gonna, boom, they're just gonna hide it. It's not gonna show up in people's news feeds, right? And so you don't wanna do overly promotional content. You wanna do content that creates engagement so that it feeds that engine, as it were, so it gets your content out in front of more people. So if you don't have a good strategy for how to do that, I recommend that you listen to my podcast, Network Marketing Mastery, or the best thing that I've created recently has been my ebook. It's helped a ton of people. There's an ebook at mattmindset.com. If you actually put in your name and email on the homepage of my website, you'll be offered the ebook for half of the price. It's normally $17 and you can get it for half that price or less than half that price. But you need to have a strategy. And so if you don't have a strategy, you know, learn a strategy that works, either from your upline, if you've got an upline that you're actively engaged with, that's doing things on social media, you need to have a plan. If not, you're gonna lead people down a path that's gonna get them disappointed, it's gonna get them discouraged because nobody's gonna reach out to them. Maybe they'll even have people not say anything, because usually we don't do that, but people who, you know, are gonna say, oh, I'm gonna keep my distance from that person because they're just gonna, I just saw they joined this business, they're probably gonna hunt me down and try to sell me on either doing the business or buying their product, right? So you need to have a strategy that works, okay? That's what I teach in the ebook if you're interested in that, okay? Then the next step is to create a system for residual lead flow in your business. So if you look at our goals report, it's funny, we signed up, our team signed up 954 people this last month. We personally only signed up 3. It was one of the months where we signed up the least amount of people because of all the travel we were doing. And, you know, I guess I could give a bunch of excuses, but it just is what it is, right? We didn't produce the way that we normally produce. But funny enough, all 3 of the people that we signed up came from content that we've created that has provided residual lead flow. One of the people, we never talked to her before she signed up. She literally came through one of our funnels and just signed up, okay? That's like my favorite thing, is when I get an email that's like, hey, this person just signed up, right? And then one was through, you know, content that we've created. I call it attraction marketing. And then the other one was through a YouTube channel where it's a video that I created, you know, months ago, and somebody reached out and we had a conversation and they ended up joining our business, right? So residual lead flow. Again, this is something that I've documented in my membership really extensively, as different ways to create these 3 things. And then the last one is personal branding, which in the beginning, don't worry about it. Don't worry about creating a website, creating, you know, having all these, you know, professional photos done. Yeah, you want photos that look good on your social media and things like that. But personal branding is amazingly powerful and effective. It also takes the longest. Okay, typically, not always, but typically it's the step that's going to take the longest for you to use as a recruitment tool. So what I wanted to just teach you guys is you need to have a process. You need to have strategies in place where when you're bringing somebody new on, you have a systemized process that you take people through, teaching them these steps so that they can get results out the gate, they can get excited, they can feel that feeling, that emotional revenue when they change somebody's life with a product, when they get that first testimonial back of somebody saying, wow, I've lost 10 pounds on this weight loss product, or wow, I'm feeling so much better in my health because of this product, or I'm saving this much on my energy bill, whatever it is your company offers. You want to create that emotional response quickly in people to really, secure them. And then also make sure that they have their expectations set right, that they're committed to the long term, they're committed to the long haul, and not just a flash in the, flash by night. If I create success in my first 3 months, then great. No, that's not. If somebody comes in with that mentality, they're a dabbler. They're not committed to mastery in the network marketing profession, which is where you have to be if you want to get results. So just a quick little training for you guys. Let's see, what else? Anything else I wanted to share with you guys? I don't think so. More great training on my YouTube channel, so hit subscribe. You're going to see a lot more videos coming out over the rest of the year. And also the Network Marketing Mastery podcast. There's 160, 70, 80, I don't know, 100 and something episodes there with amazing content to help you guys out in your business. So hope you got value. I'd love to hear in the comments below what you've thought about the things that I've shared with you in this video. I hope it's inspired you, and I hope that the transparency that I hope to bring in different ways, sharing different statistics, sharing different ideas and things that are working for us in our business. I really hope it helps you in your business, no matter what business you're in. I wish nothing but success for you, okay? So have an amazing night, and we'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.